There was more breaking news going on at the Capitol. We're following breaking news from Washington, where Kevin Warsh has been confirmed by the Senate as the next chair of the Federal Reserve. Warsh will replace Jerome Powell, whose tenure as chairman ends Friday. Warsh previously served as a board member from 2007 to 2011. His nomination was announced earlier this year, but final confirmation was held up by some Senate Republicans who wanted the Justice Department to drop its criminal probe into current Chairman Powell. CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns is covering this for us and joins us on the Hill. A lot of anticipation, especially in terms of what this means. But before we get into what's next, what's likely to come with interest rates, tell us how close this vote was.
Hey, Jerika, it's great to see you. Yeah, this was a key vote. As you mentioned, Powell's term ends in just a couple of days by the end of the week, so they were going to have to need a new Fed chair. And this came down along, by and large, party lines. You did have John Fetterman, a Democrat, cross the aisle and support Kevin Warsh in this nomination. But by and large, mostly through a party line vote. And that's significant, Jerika, because you do have many Democrats up here who like Kevin Warsh, who in another atmosphere may not have had some issues with any of his real policies, but there is a concern among Democrats about his independence and whether he can keep the Fed independent of an administration and a president who has made no secret about what he wants this Fed to do. He has said repeatedly that he wants the Fed chair to lower interest rates, and we can talk about that in a moment. But we also know that he had a very fraught relationship with the soon-to-be former chairman of the Fed, Jay Powell, whom Trump appointed originally because of the not getting interest rates to where he wanted them to be. Now, during his confirmation hearing, Kevin Warsh maintained that the Fed should and will remain independent once he is in charge of it. And he said all decisions should not be made in the context of politics, but adhering to Fed policy. So he will certainly, though, be under pressure from the executive, but we'll see kind of how that all shakes out. The Fed's supposed to make a decision on interest rates later this summer.
As far as Jerome Powell is concerned, he still will remain on the governor's board, correct? Just not as chair. So
that's right, Jerika. When you are nominated to this position, you are confirmed in two different roles. One, to be on the board of governors, and we saw Kevin Warsh yesterday was confirmed to be on the board of governors. That is a decade-long term. Powell's term on the board ends in 2028, so he's still got a couple of years to be on the board here. And he has said that he will remain on the board while the legal challenges to the renovations of the Fed play out. Remember, that was another issue of contention between himself and the administration. So Kevin Warsh was confirmed to the board yesterday, and then he'll serve a 4-year term, as he was just confirmed minutes ago, to Fed chair.
A lot to sort out. Of course, Warsh saying that he is going to remain independent, an independent actor, in spite of possible pressure from the president to lower those interest rates. Caitlin Huey-Burns, thank you so much.